Greetings and salutations, fine people. I'm Patty Alvarez. Welcome to The Good Soul, a show where we'll have supercharged chats with everyday humans from all walks of life and unpack what in their story will inspire us all. We'll extract the untapped wisdom, distill it, and serve it up to you in all the right ways that will engage, enlighten, and most of all, inspire growth within your soul. I think people are awesome. So join me on this journey through the hearts and minds of ordinary people to uncover the good soul within you. This is The Good Soul. Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Good Soul, episode 35. We are living La Vida, Croatia.
Hello.
Let me just right away say hello to one of my dearest, sweetest, most incredibly awesome friends, Lizette Totillo. Welcome, Lizette, and hello.
I love you both. And
I love you more.
Right back at you,
I love
sweet
you
thing.
more, you
Right
little.
back at you.
So good to see you. So
Good to see you, sweetie.
So good to see you too. And I'm sure everybody right away who's watching and listening is beaming.
Singing live.
At hearing your voice and seeing your lovely face.
Thank you.
So, as a child, how do we envision our lives? What do we think we're going to end up doing? We go through seasons, we go through chapters. We are rock stars, we're private investigators, we're moms, we're yoga teachers. I'm sure I'm missing some really important stuff. And somewhere along the way, the universe pulls us in the direction of Croatia. And when the universe calls, right, beckons, we respond and we do
That's
just
right.
that. So Lizette did a little bit of an eat, pray, love. She decided to up and in her mid-50s, early to mid-50s, move to Croatia. So why don't you give us a little bit of an update first and
There you
foremost of
go.
just generally
There you
how
go.
you're doing, and then let's get into how you got there.
Okay. So it's definitely an eat, pray, love journey. I think having I got here, my daughter was with me. That was really I think it was a little bit of a security blanket having her here. It really didn't settle in. It didn't set in until I had to say goodbye to her. And I was like,
Oh,
oh my God, she's leaving.
can't breathe.
And now just
Here goes the heart.
for everybody, that was 3 months ago, July 9th of this year. So 3 months
That's right. That's right. So that was a big deal for me because I was like, okay, what do I do now? And
yeah, I'm here. What do I do?
yeah, and honestly, this whole journey has really been about finding me and learning me. And when we get into like more other topics, it's really a lot about patience, a lot of just living life in the moment, which I do a lot of. I did it today. Like I have my moments where I'm just like really in the moment, and it was an eat, pray, love moment. But to sum it up, I live a very simple life. I garden. I have like 3 flights of stairs that I'm constantly up and down. I have an outdoor kitchen that I'm always making a fire in, cooking in. I cook every single day. I eat what I grow.
Sweet.
And so, it's really different. It's really, really different. But I have started to sort of feel comfortable in that skin.
Okay. Have you
Nice.
developed a routine yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You do.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
working? Are you gonna work? No.
Bring us there. Bring us there.
I think I might, like Blue Monday is still my baby and it's doing really well. But I think I might do something. Maybe. I don't know. Like this place is so big. Every single time I like end up doing something over here, by the time, I'm done doing what I need to do here, that has to get done again, So it's
Sure.
like, I'm very busy. I'm a lot more active here than I was back in the States.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel
What's
like
the routine? What's the
I feel like
routine, huh?
every time I log onto Facebook, somebody is in Croatia.
I can't believe, yeah, and I can't believe how many people I've run into that I
Oh,
know.
really?
There you know.
Well, that have
Wow.
come here from North Carolina, and they're like, "Hey, we're planning to
We're from
Zadar
NC.
on this cruise. Hey, I'm with my boyfriend. He's in this island. Do you want to meet up?" So I'm meeting people in the city. I'm taking, ferries to different islands, meeting people that I would see back there and hang out with.
Sure. Did you
It's
see
crazy.
did you see Leslie Johnson and
I
Linda?
did not. I did not,
No,
but she
okay.
did reach out to me. She did reach out to me,
Aw.
which was
Oh,
really sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my niece was there. She was about 2 hours from you. It's getting very popular is my point. Like
it
I
is.
which is really cool.
It is. It is very popular, and so, but it's
the
beautiful.
waters are beautiful.
Yeah,
The
the water
waters,
is gorgeous. Like,
oh
there's
gosh.
nothing more beautiful than the crystal clear, like the blue
Can you
sea,
you
and
smell
it's
it, right? It's
right
fresh.
there,
Well,
right
you
there.
can see it right from her rooftop. So what is there like a downtown near you? Like what is your environment like? Like your home is on the sea?
So my home is probably. It's funny. I've kind of started to go into like meters and grams.
Ah,
Uh,
the metric
You're going to
system.
metric.
I know, and it's like, you know, 1900 hours, whatever. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah, yeah,
changed
yeah.
my phone. Um, I am probably, 100 meters from the sea. So what is that? 300 feet. And I have two small little, like what we would know them to be like delis, right? The
Okay.
little markets. So there's a Studenac, and then there's Bakmas, and
Bakma.
they have everything. If you need some vegetables or milk or bread or eggs or some donuts or whatever you need. Everything from TP to a
Yeah,
bottle
I
of
was gonna
wine.
say essentials too.
Yeah, and I have a bus stop that is just probably 20 yards from my house. It's €2 to get on the bus, so the dollar doesn't hold very well here. To like $1 is equal to like 80 something cents in euro right
Oh,
now.
wow.
So
Yeah, it
yeah,
happens. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
it
It
fluctuates.
moves up and down.
Yeah, the dollar used to be really great. It's not so great right now. But you get on the bus, you go into the city. It takes about 25 minutes maybe because it makes some stops. Otherwise, if I miss that bus, then I'll end up calling an Uber, and an Uber will be like 8 or 9, or €10, depending on the time of the day
Okay.
and how busy it is. But now things have started to slow down because we don't have a lot of tourists. So now things are like starting to decompress, and
Come
like
on.
everybody's like slowing down a little bit, which is really nice.
So you have what we call in New Jersey, I don't know if it's inappropriate to say the bennies. Like we have people
I
that come
don't
in.
say
I don't know
nothing.
if it's
I didn't
politically,
say
no, I don't
nothing.
know what. Anyway, we have like the group of people. You have people that come in. Are they Croatian? Are they European? Are they multicultural? What is that like?
They are everything. I mean,
Everywhere.
like you have Germans, Italians, French. You have Americans, Canadians. You have
Wait a minute.
so many
300
so
people.
many different people. But I think what's really beautiful is like everybody comes here and appreciates what this land has to offer, and the culture, the really stress-free environment, the beautiful weather during the summer, the
Oh,
gorgeous sea, the delicious food, really really warm people, once you get to know them. And that's something that I've learned. A lot of people, I think, have lived a very difficult life here. They've gone through wars,
yeah.
especially like the last one that was only what, I don't know, however, 10 or so years ago.
Pretty
No,
recent.
20 years ago. 20 years ago.
Okay.
And
Lizette, I'm going to ask you to hold that notion
yeah,
for one brief second.
yeah,
We will be back in just a
Beautiful.
few. There's so much to learn and
I
see
know.
and feel and experience. I wish I was there. We'll catch you in a few on The Good Soul. Don't go away. This segment of The Good Soul is brought to you by Aaron Fisnick, certified luxury home specialist with Ivester Jackson Christie's International Real Estate. Aaron serves all levels of the greater Lake Norman region real estate market, and whether buying or selling, she is very much the lady who will deliver like no other. Many of us at Good Soul are also really happy clients. Aaron can be reached at 704-728-5657 or reach out to me and I'll get you guys connected. Thank you, Aaron Fisnick, and thank you guys for tuning in and supporting The Good Soul. Welcome back, everybody, to The Good Soul, episode 35, Living La Vida, Croatia, with the beautiful, sweet, talented, and amazing Lizette Totillo. Welcome back to segment 2.
Thank you, doll.
You're welcome. So we left off where you say that Croatia just endured a war that ended about 10 years ago.
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago. And I think, just the one message that I wanted to point out is that a lot of people have had a really difficult life, and I think it makes them a little closed off. People look very worn, but I am just a warmer person, and I see people and I'm walking past them and I'll just smile and I'll make sure to make eye contact with them.
A bright
And
smile.
I get that moment where they don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do, but then they kind of oh, okay, wait, I think,
This is safe.
You
I'm
do it a
safe-
couple
I'm safe
times.
here.
It starts,
Yeah,
the
and it's
standoffishness
and it's-
stops a little bit.
Yeah, just as you're about to pass each other, that's when they crack the smile, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that one last second.
yeah.
So I was just wondering, you were talking about calling an Uber. Do they have Instacart and Uber Eats? Can you get food at midnight if you wanted?
No.
No.
I don't think you
No.
could get food at midnight. I mean, but
No.
why would you when you're
I know.
eating all day, delicious stuff, and
Yeah,
it's
totally.
but they do have they have malls everywhere. And one of the ones that I frequent is Supernova. So they have they have a H&M there. They have McDonald's there. They have all of these little boutiques, some really great shoe stores. There's a supermarket in there, and then there are 2 or 3 cafes, which is the biggest thing, right? There's
Cafe every block.
Everybody's smoking. All the men and women have a cig.
That's so funny.
They're sipping on their espresso or their macchiato or cappuccino.
Nice.
All day.
So if I were to look at Supernova and compare it to, say, a shopping center in Mooresville, is there any architecture wise, what does it look like? What does it feel like? Is it similar to home? Is there a superstore, an anchor store?
I mean, it's a huge mall.
Like South Park Mall or North Lake Mall or in New Jersey would be the Monmouth Mall?
Mama's Mall, the old Mama's Mall.
The Menlo Park Mall, the Woodbridge Mall.
Probably more like the North Lake Mall.
Okay, so there's big stores, big box
Yeah,
stores. And then
yeah.
smaller.
Universal
Yeah.
stores that are well
And then
known.
you have your specialty stores,
Yeah.
And then if you go into the city, they have a Benetton shop. They have, high-end glasses, high-end glass, eyewear,
Designer stuff,
optical
sure.
wear, watches, specialty little shops that you can end up dropping a nice penny.
Mhm.
So
I'm
how
sure.
far are you from
Especially euros.
Supernova, and how far are you from a downtown?
I am 10 minutes, 12 minutes from Supernova and 20 from the city.
Okay, and the
Nice.
city would be Zadar that you're referring to.
Yeah, which
Zadar.
is where I was today and had
Are
my
you formally
e-pay
in-
moment.
You're in Oh, you had your All right, wait. Do you want to tell me about this Eat, Pray, Love moment?
Right on.
So I had an appointment in the city with an attorney because I was concerned about my ability to stay here, which we'll probably talk about later.
Let's get into
Oh.
it. Yeah.
So you want to get into it now?
Why not? Let's
Okay.
go
All
for
right.
it. This
So
is
I mean,
interesting stuff.
I got here almost 90 days ago, and Today is Monday, so Wednesday would be my last day that I could be here for 90 days as a tourist. And the reason why I would be here as a tourist is because the house was never transferred into my name. And so I've been dealing with this process of getting a surveyor here, and then it has to go through all these processes and get to the it's right now it's in the court and it's going to be put in the land registry book, right? I've been going to the police station, I can't tell you how many times, to try and submit my applications for residency here, temporary residency, and people just weren't very open and warm to
Interesting.
taking my papers. And I wouldn't go alone. I mean, I know the language fairly well, but I'm going to be a little bit hard on myself and say not really well enough to stand up for myself in a police station and say I deserve to be here, take my stuff.
A little
Right.
intimidating.
So
Yeah,
What
yeah,
what
yeah,
would
yeah,
what would
yeah.
what is their reasoning being? Are they giving you like any type of logic?
no, they would say no, you have to go talk to her. So they would give me the runaround at first, and I would have to go to like see 5 or 6 different people, and nothing was ever achieved. Nothing. They wouldn't even take my papers. Long story short, I ended up going last week when I started reading on the internet that like I could probably like be kicked out or pay a hefty fine, or I mean, I don't know if they'd be putting me in prison or not, but like that,
Oh,
you don't know, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that kind of got
Easy.
me really scared, and I was like, okay, I'm praying to St. Anthony.
Oh,
Like
we
my
Mhm.
are
friend
too.
Tanya
Mhm.
is like, we're praying to St. Anthony and we're going tomorrow and we're going to get this done and it's going to get done. And sure enough, we went there, we waited for our number to be called, we got up there. I literally handed the guy, here it is.
Shaking, shaking.
This is this is my folder
Your
of stuff.
folio, right?
And I just basically said, here, take this. This is everything. And I had my application in there. And let me tell you something, when I heard that stamp hit the
Mhm.
piece of paper,
Oh, everything gets lifted off the shoulders.
I looked at him and I
You're
said,
floating.
so I don't have to leave the country, do I? And he said, no.
No. Oh, that's a
There you
beautiful
go.
thing. So
Oh,
tell me
That weight off the
so are you
shoulders.
officially now a Croatian
no,
citizen?
that this was just them accepting my application. So they took my application and I got it in before the deadline. So I'm not, this crooked person,
Oh,
because my house is in the process of being transferred. So they can't withhold that from me because of that reason. So they're honoring it. So, but
Okay.
I
it's
can
in a
come and go.
process.
I can go to the States. I'll be back in the States. But that was a pretty crazy moment.
I'm
Yeah, I
sure
could
it
imagine.
was. Did
Yeah.
you have something you wanted to ask?
No. I know. It starts to bring politics and things. I don't like that.
Okay,
So yeah,
forget
yeah,
that.
yeah,
We don't do that.
yeah.
We
We
don't
don't
do
do
that.
that here.
Okay, so do you plan on becoming a Croatian citizen? And if you do, does that mean that you have to give up your American citizenship? You can be
No, no, I
dual?
can have dual citizenship. That's not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. And I can, you can have a company there in the States and work from here remotely. It's all, a matter of really kind of doing some homework before you leave the States to get here. I got here without doing more than I really probably should have, because I did hear that it was easier to take care of things when you're here. And to that point, if you do come here, I would strongly suggest hiring
Do
an
your
attorney and let
research.
them handle it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
do your
because that's where
research.
I was today. That's where I was
Okay.
today, and
Do you
so I was like,
have you met any, I'm sure you have a network of friends, which I'd love to learn about. Do you have any American friends there?
I do.
Okay, so let's talk about your amigos and amigas.
So I mean, I have my cousins, my family that I see, on I would say weekly basis.
Nice.
We do dinners and we go into the city. My friends, we are some of us we know each other from like being in the States and being in New York and our parents like hanging out together. And now here we are. Um, so it's pretty cool. A lot of it, what I will say here is everyone is really kind of like to themselves. Um, which is really interesting, which I was hoping or thinking that maybe I could help that along a little bit by getting everybody a little bit closer together because I love to have
Feel the
like
love. Feel
I
the
just love
love.
to have people together and so it's not like a challenge for me. I do so much throughout the day. People just show up. People will just show up at your house. Your door's open, you'll hear somebody knocking, hey, yeah,
Come
and
on
then
in.
you make the coffee, you sit outside.
Right. Well,
It's
Enjoying
now they
that
know
beautiful weather.
you said you're cooking every day, so I'd be knocking at your door too, honey. My goodness. Hey, did you ever consider finding a guitarist and doing some type of solo, like acoustic act there?
Yeah.
I could. It really is. Here, it's really kind of like who you know, and a lot of word of mouth. And I guess it's kind of like there. It's like
Sure.
it's not what you know so much; it's who you
You
know.
know.
So
Hmm.
I still need to figure that part of it out.
Just get out there
Um,
more. Get out there more. That's what you
yeah,
do.
I
That's
do.
all.
And
Plant the
today was
seed.
one of those to your point, Manny, like today was one of those eat, pray, love moments for me where I left the lawyer's office and I said, how far is the city from here? And she's like, oh, just walk down those stairs. Walked across the bridge and I was walking for about 2.5 hours, bought myself a delicious ice cream, and walked around and really just took it all in.
Yeah, that deep
And
solo walk.
it's
Yeah.
strolling, like really
Yeah.
strolling.
All
Nice.
right, let's wrap this
Yeah,
segment up
yeah.
on
Again,
that glorious note,
good.
guys. We will see you in just a couple of minutes on the Good Soul. So hang tight. We'll be back with Livin' La Vida, Croatia. Ah! This segment of The Good Soul is brought to you by Aaron Fisnick, certified luxury home specialist with Ivester Jackson, Christie's International Real Estate. Aaron serves all levels of the greater Lake Norman area real estate market, and whether buying or selling, she is very much someone I want in my corner. Aaron prioritizes building strong client relationships based on trust and authenticity. Manny and I should know, having purchased our land through her. She can be reached at 704-728-5657 or reach out to me and I'll get you guys connected. Thank you, Aaron Fisnick, and thank you guys for tuning in and supporting The Good Soul. Oh, how we love that. Welcome back, everybody.
Hola,
This
amiga.
is The
¿Cómo
Good
estás?
Soul. Wait, how do we say hello, how are you in Croatian?
You can say kako si, which is how
Kako
are you?
si?
Kako si.
Kako
Kako
si.
Kako si.
si?
Or
Kako
dobar
si.
dan. Dobar
How do you
dan is good day.
Dobar
Hello.
dan.
how do you say The Good Soul in Croatian?
Oh my God, how do you say soul? I don't know. See, it's like words like
All
that,
right.
but
Yeah.
like I don't know.
Looks like we
Like
need an episode
Dobrodošlo? I
2.
mean, it's something like that, maybe. I don't know.
All right, well, we'll
La
find
vida
that out in
Croatia.
part 3. So, okay, so we left off with you wandering down a stairwell from your lawyer's office into a cone of ice cream and
In the beautiful
two and a half,
city.
two
In
and
the
a half
beautiful
hour
city.
walkabout in the
Gorgeous.
beautiful city of Zadar. What does
Yeah.
it feel like? What does it smell like? Take me
Colors,
out of my
colors.
chaotic
White.
Mooresvillian world and take me to this
Yeah, bring us there.
utopia.
It is it is it is a
Yes, you is.
cobblestone street lined city that
Nice.
literally shines. The reflection of the sun reflects off of these cobblestones. The buildings are super historic. They're
Light
all
colors, dark
natural
colors.
light. Everything is light.
Yeah.
Like stucco
You-
white.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
and
And then they have like the beautiful, so a lot of people live in the city, and so the business will be on the first floor, and then on the upper floors you'll have people who live there, and they have those beautiful shutters, and you'll see the beautiful flowers hanging
Olé,
outside.
bem.
It's a very Mediterranean feel. And it's,
Okay.
yeah, it's, you hear music. You'll see musicians playing outside, which I listened to today. They were singing English songs. Walk by the sea. They
The
have
constant breeze.
yeah, it was
Uh,
chilly. It was
What
chilly.
about food? I'm picturing that like smoky smell of,
Oh, the food is just delicious. I mean, if you want to go for like a burger and fries,
right.
have at it. Like that's delicious. They have great pizza grills, but they also do some great pastas and the seafood here, and then meats are just to die for. Yeah,
So what would you say the cuisine is most similar to? Italian?
it's mostly similar to Italian, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mediterranean
Although I
style.
will say there's not that much, and maybe in different regions of Croatia it's different, but I here we don't use a lot of like dairy. Like you don't really mix seafood and dairy. You're not gonna find an Alfredo here. Like
Yeah.
it is, I mean, you can order it, it will be there. But
Mhm.
like here, I wasn't grown up. I didn't grow up eating that way. Like my dad
Yeah.
was like, milk and fish do not go together.
I remember when I was a kid, my
I
my
don't
pa
think
my
so.
gra my
My
grandparents were
taste.
from Italy. We never don't ever put Parmesan cheese on a seafood dish. My mother was like, "That is sacrilege. You do
Yeah,
not do that." And she would get,
yeah.
like, angry about it. Be like,
I
"Okay,
know.
mom,
Yeah.
fine."
Eat what turns you on. No,
I
whatever makes you
know.
comfortable.
I
I
know.
know, that's what I'm
Eat what
saying.
makes you happy.
So funny. Okay, so Zadar, you
She
said is
froze.
how far is that from your house?
Zadar is about 20 minutes from my house.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
What do you do? I see videos on Facebook of you with grapes, right? And
Yeah.
olives. Is it
Great. Yeah.
grapes and
So I'm actually getting ready to pick my olives. They're all turning
Ooh.
black. So, and I'm actually have an olive, like it's like a vat, like,
I
and it's
love
silver,
olives.
stainless steel, whatever it is. And I don't know how many liters it holds, but it's almost empty. So it's perfect timing. I have about 9 olive trees out there. Um, every branch is
Cool.
full. So we'll be picking those, and then I'll be taking them to an presser, and they'll be pressing the
They got a
olive.
machine that shakes that tree, it makes the olives fall out. It goes and the olives fall out of the tree.
Yeah,
I
I
think we
know.
need to get
Now we
that
gotta, yeah,
system.
we hand pick them. We
Yeah.
gotta hand
Old
pick them. It's
school.
part
I
of the
love
process.
olives.
Okay, so the $1 million question would always be in most people's eyes, why? Maybe a
Mm.
woman is newly divorced or just looking for some type of life change, never married to begin with.
Yeah.
I went through some reasons. I did a little research on why people do things like this. And I think a lot of them, just knowing you the way I do, kind of match up with your reasoning. But I just wanted to go through some reasons why and see what you think, how you feel about all of this.
So
Um,
I think a lot of where my life has just led me, and the the experiences that I've had, the relationships that I've had, where my children are, what they've accomplished, all of that has kind of brought me to this place of I'm 56 years old. What's important to me? How do I want to live the rest of my life? How do I want to live the last chapter, that I'm approaching? Like not my last chapter, but my third act, really. And I associated a lot of stress with where I was living, and it's crazy because here everything has just decompressed, and I don't think if I moved to like Myrtle Beach or like Hilton Head or wherever,
Philadelphia,
I don't think
yeah.
I still would have been stressed,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a
Decompression.
cultural, it's like there I felt like I was always in shock, like being shocked.
Yeah.
Here I am in total, like it's just easy.
Taking it all in.
What do you think
Honestly.
has eliminated that shock? And for those of us who can't pick up and move to Croatia, right? What do you think that has been eliminated from your life that's allowed you to feel that
That
way?
that bliss.
It's It's feeling, seeing, breathing the beauty that's here.
Mm.
Like waking up and seeing this,
Say it
it
again.
just
Taking it
keeps
all
it
in.
keeps it just gives you peace.
Yeah.
And there's just peace. There's no other way. There's just no other way to describe it.
So
Oh, good for
you,
you.
I
Good for
would
you.
say, knowing you well and having a lot of similarities to you, like a warrior, right? That's always my thing. Like I wake up sometimes with the night terrors. I wake up in the morning, and when I'm most fearful is in the morning.
Yeah,
I don't know how you experienced. I mean, if you had similar,
I did. Yeah.
yeah. Do
I
Anxious.
you
would do that.
still
Almost
do you still
anxiety.
while you're there? Like, are you like do you wake up, or it's a lot different of a perspective?
No, it's totally different. Um, it I have learned how to focus on what is really relevant to my happiness, what is going to fuel my soul, what is going to ease my mind, what is going to make me happier. And when you start ruminating and you start going down that hole into that, black, into the abyss, it's
Mhm.
awful. It's awful. And there were many times like there, I would like pay attention to what's going on in my body, and I could feel my heart rate accelerating, and I could feel my breathing change, and my skin wouldn't be as clear, and
And
you
anxious,
you're
anxiety
eating,
almost.
you just yeah, you're not sleeping as well. I sleep like a
Yeah.
baby here. I
You
sleep like
do.
yeah, I sleep like a baby. Sometimes I go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night, and I don't wake up till eight
Well, I'm
o'clock in the
already
morning.
there, so I don't know what you're saying about 8 o'clock.
That's great. Lizette, do you find yourself like in Netflix or like
I do. I have Netflix. Yeah,
so you're doing you're
I brought a
keeping up
Roku.
with all like you've seen like Love is Blind season 7 and oh, no, I'm only kidding.
Yeah, I mean,
Love
you
is
can. You know
Yeah.
what? I haven't watched, and that's another thing. I haven't watched a lot of TV. I haven't watched a single series since I've been here. But I did start a couple of nights ago watching Monsters, the
Oh yeah, the Menendez
Menendez
brothers. Yeah,
brothers.
we loved it.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
saw that, yeah. We
We
just
loved
Yeah.
that.
actually saw
So
it just last week.
Yeah.
yeah. So I started watching that. And if you have any recommendations, I mean, I'll take some.
Well, I'll
Well,
tell
she
you,
has a
our
few.
this week
I'm
Sandy and I
loaded
are
up.
filming Why Are We Obsessed with True Crime? Because we are obsessed with true crime.
Isn't
And
that
her
crazy?
daughter's
What do you say at night?
I'm
What do you
like,
say at night?
what did she know? True
It's
crime,
got true crime.
true
I'm
crime.
like,
And my true
oh,
crime cheer, I sing to him every night.
God.
But no, but so her daughter, Lizette, Sandy's daughter sent her an article, and it was basically said you're basically a sociopath, like crazy
Yeah.
lady, if you are obsessed with true crime. So I'll let everybody get over their hysterical laughter because everybody knows what a sociopathic crazy lady I am, while we take our break and segue from segment 3 into segment 4. So everybody, don't go away. There's still lots to be learned on Lizette. So we'll see you in a few on The Good Soul. This segment of The Good Soul is brought to you by Aaron Fisnick, certified luxury home specialist with Ivester Jackson, Christie's International Real Estate. Erin's not only an amazing agent, but she's also an amazing friend to me with a diverse mix of happy Lake Norman clients, each with their very own unique circumstance and challenge. She's a one-of-a-kind boss lady who I endorse wholeheartedly. Erin can be reached at 704-728-5657 or reach out to me and I'll get you guys connected. Thank you, Aaron Fisnick, for adding your magic to all of your real estate transactions, and thank you guys for tuning into and supporting the show. We are eternally grateful. Mwah. Big kisses. Welcome back, everybody. It's segment 4 of Living La Vida, Croatia. With
La
sweet
vida.
and amazing Lizette. I can't wait to get there, by the way. We didn't even cover that.
I can't wait for you to get. I was thinking today, my patio, my patio. It's really like a sunroom. That would be a great place to like practice in. You don't need to heat it up because it gets really hot.
It's hot.
And
Have you
it's
had
just
any? Has anybody visited yet?
Have what?
Has anybody visited yet?
I actually have a friend visiting me at the end of the month.
Yay!
Yeah,
nice.
Are you
and then
so
I'll be back in
excited?
December.
Stoke.
Tracy, do you know Tracy?
Of course
Tracy.
I know Tracy. I
Yeah,
love
so she's
Tracy.
coming. Yeah.
Yeah, she had some serious damage in her backyard from the hurricane. Where we
Yes.
went to her
No,
going
that
away
was
party.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
The
Yeah, that was pretty
motorcycle?
crazy.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll show you pictures on Facebook. So, okay, so let's talk. All right, what's the weather like there? Is it so this is
Yeah,
Manny's question.
give us the
60,
climate.
64 degrees right now, so it's a little bit chilly at night. I know some it's kind of funny because like some of my uncle, he's already like put the fireplace on in his house. Yeah, I still have like my windows open.
Yeah,
Like I
no.
like to snuggle under a blanket or two,
Nice and cool,
have it
yeah.
nice and cool. But yeah, some people have already turned their heat on.
Yeah,
I am
I'm
not.
with Unky. I'm with Unky.
She's got 90 blankets
I want to
on.
live in like an oven
I
if
like
I
it
had my way.
cold at night.
Yeah,
I sleep nice and cold. I wake up hot.
yeah.
How is the like weather wise? Is it rain, overcast a lot, or pretty similar?
It's I've never been here during this time, like this late in the season. So the summers have been the summer was really super hot. Maybe we had 1 or 2 days of rain throughout the entire summer.
Wow.
Now into the fall, we've had, a couple of consecutive days of rain. Like tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, 30 to 40% chance of
Change the
rain.
weather.
It's
That's
in the
nice.
low 70s, kind of
I love the rain.
overcast.
Love the rain.
Yeah, I bet it's
Life.
like lovely,
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Beautiful.
cool too, like on a rainy day that you can just be like, I'm gonna stay in bed. I'm just gonna say, or I'm gonna get out my journal, or I'm gonna get out my
Yeah.
book. Do you do things like that? I would be like
That's another,
squealing.
yeah, I've been journaling a lot. That's
Okay.
something that I picked up here. I've been journaling a lot. I just have a whole different rhythm. Like, my
That's good.
mornings like
It's a new journey.
involve
That's
more
nice. Good.
my mornings involve more self-care.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
Are you
oil
using
pulling. I never used to do oil pulling, so I do like oil pulling in the morning.
Oil
that's in
pulling.
your through your nose, right?
No, that's just like the coconut oil, like you
Oh, in your
swish it
mouth.
around.
That's
Yeah,
right.
What is that
yeah,
called?
Oil pulling. We'll
it's
talk
called
about it later.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay,
All
so
right.
all right, so we have about 8 minutes left.
Okay.
And I want to ask you for all of the people out there wondering, are you happy you did this?
Yes,
Yes. Okay.
absolutely.
Do
Right
you
on.
have anything about the way you went about it that you would have done differently, timing wise or anything like
The
that?
research.
No,
The
No, you feel
no,
prepared.
be
no.
prepared, she said.
Have,
And I don't think that, I've learned that there isn't, nothing is ever going to be perfect. Like,
Of
it's
course.
just
I say
not.
that all the time.
It's just not. I find it, if I'm looking for perfection, there's something, I don't know, it's coming from ego, I guess. And
and you
I
wouldn't be
don't,
living in reality.
Yeah, nothing.
yeah, I mean, I think I did everything that I needed to do. I think there were moments where I felt uncomfortable. I, just kind of dug deep, reached out to my parents, would talk to them. They've obviously made themselves very known in kind of this whole journey. I know sometimes we kind of dabble in like numerology and all that stuff, but the number 8 has been a very significant number
Ocho.
for me and the kids ever since my mom died. And it's really interesting that this is episode 35, which
Yeah,
adds up to
equals
and
8.
the
Yes.
8th was the day that I would have had to have left had I not been able to manage, the whole residency thing. My daughter's looking at homes right now. 2 of the homes that she really loves, they add up to the number 8, and
Oh,
she's
wow.
torn between them. So it's really, really interesting to feel very connected, even though I am on my own. I am solo. I am single. I am very connected. I feel very grounded. I feel loved. I feel good.
You feel
Good.
happy.
I do.
Do you feel as though any situations that you were challenged by here, relationship wise or circumstance wise, do you feel as though moving away from them has shifted your perspective in any way?
I think I think moving away afforded me the opportunity to really enjoy what I couldn't enjoy there. Like just being focused in this beauty was now this takes up my space. This is in my mind, you know. It fueled me. It fueled me,
It
you
fueled
know,
you.
and I didn't have
Nice.
really anything that was fueling me outside of, you know, coming and working at Good Soul, being at Good Soul, that fueled me. Being around my kids. But like, you can't do that every day. You can't wake up at Good Soul. I can't wake up with my kids, you know? I
Yeah.
needed to find something for me that was going to fuel me and just kind of take out, push that other stuff that was in my brain and that I was carrying with me that
Yeah.
really didn't need. I didn't need to, but I
Yeah.
didn't know that until I was here. It just kind of faded away, you
Right.
know? It really just kind of like fizzled away.
So on that note, you said you're still single.
Yeah.
Hey
Do you
now.
hope to find love while you're
Yeah.
there?
I will find love. I know
Deep
that I'll
great
find love. You
love.
know, it's because it's like everybody that I meet, and even you, Patty, like everybody tells me, like, you're gonna meet somebody. Like I see somebody
Of
for you.
course.
And I feel it. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name. You know, but I'm open to that, to opening my heart to someone and I'm ready for that whenever it's going to happen, and it usually happens when you're not looking for it.
Of course. Okay, so are there? Do you feel like there's any prospects there? Like, are you like, I have
No,
a
you
Vida,
know,
or like
I
every
think
hot guy is single or is
no,
married or gay?
no, no. I mean, it's definitely not going to be older. Um, yeah, no, it
So
would.
like the guy like the farmer's market hasn't caught your eye and like his his overalls and his big biceps. You don't walk by every day. Like
Yeah, no, that's not
no,
happening.
it hasn't happened yet. Okay.
No.
What about things
Girl talk.
um like
Girl
come
talk.
on, well guys can talk in
Okay.
reverse of the same thing. What about things like that are going on in the US like all kinds of, the political correctness stuff and like all the issues we're dealing with and I'm going to be neutral here. I'm not talking one way or the other, but
Yeah.
like transgender and like equal rights and that sort of stuff. Does any of that stuff go on there? Or
You
everyone's
know,
Croatian?
I mean, it's very interesting. I mean, there's a significant population of different demographics. I think it's nicely mixed, um, but there's no problem. Like the crime, there's no crime here.
Interesting.
Sweet.
There's
That's
no crime.
awesome. That's
Interesting.
awesome.
Nobody locks their doors.
Nobody locks
It's
their doors.
yeah.
Safety's there.
Wow. Did you get a car yet? I think I remember you saying you wanted to get a car.
I have not. I can't get a car until I get like my
Residency.
residency, you know. I can't
Yeah.
get it until I get that. So it's once and that's the thing. Everything here, like today when I met with the lawyer, she was like, "Okay, we'll get there. Just one thing at a time." And that's the way it is. Everything is very slow. Everything is one thing at a time. And that's where it's taught me a lot of patience, right? Back there, it's like, come
Calm a
on,
day.
go, let's do,
Yeah.
let's do.
Yeah.
No. And if
They're
it
like,
doesn't,
not so fast, Miss Americana.
yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
On your
exactly. Like,
American
what?
jet. Yeah.
Despacio, slow
Yeah,
down.
This doesn't
totally.
right.
Well, they're
So
not saying
it's
that in Croatia, but close. Yeah.
yeah. It's definitely a different. The rhythm is different. It's a slower pace, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Sweetie, what do you miss? Do you miss like Tony's Pizza or is there anything you miss about
Tony's
being here?
Pizza.
Oh,
You got
Tony's
Jersey.
pizza.
No,
Hmm.
that's Morrisville.
You know,
I know
I
what I'm
miss.
saying.
I I
Some
miss my
Jersey
car.
You do. Do you still have your car or did you
pizza.
sell it?
No, my son has it.
Why don't you just get a little,
Oh,
like, no, I say moped, but a little,
like a
a
Vespa.
scooter or some, a
I
Vespa bike, a
can't. I
motorbike.
can't.
You can't get her license for
I
anything.
got.
No, okay,
I
no.
can't
You know
because
those
I have.
bikes the kids got now that have
The
motors,
electric
the
bikes, the
electric bikes,
e-bikes.
Oh,
and they're simple. You get around everywhere, and you got, like you say, you got cafes all along the way. The city's only 20 minutes
yeah.
away. You
Oh
ain't got to
no.
pedal if you don't want to. It's
I
good
don't
exercise for you.
Hints from Heloise over here.
How's that?
All right. We have a minute left.
Okay.
When will you be back?
I am going to jump online and get my ticket, but it will be in December, and I will have a show. I will be a part of a show.
Yeah, there you go.
Get that? Okay, you'll have a show, so we'll announce that. We'll put it out on all our socials. You're going to teach at the studio when you're here.
Yes.
Nice.
Just block out 90 minutes a day.
I will teach every day if you want me to teach every day.
We
I
want
would
you to
love do
teach.
that.
And I know you know this. You probably have 1,000 places to say. You're more than welcome to come and stay at our house.
I just might take you up on it.
Good.
Without a doubt, kid.
All right, well, we'll plan some kind of fun
love
party.
you.
We love you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you for asking me. I love you both.
Oh my God.
Love
Well,
you,
I know
kid.
everybody's dying and like busting at the seams. How's Lizette? How's she doing? So thank you again.
Give a little
for being
taste of what
here.
life's about over there.
I love you.
No, we love you, my
I
sister
love
from
you.
another mister.
Yes.
Love from America. And I know I speak on behalf of everyone here, your fans, your students, your friends and loved ones. The place is not the same without you, Lizette. We miss you terribly. And I hope at some point you do come back. Just saying.
I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for
kid.
being here. Peace. And we'll see you guys next time on The Good Soul. Don't forget, like, follow, share, comment, subscribe, and catch us on 105.9 on Tuesdays from 4 to 5. Peace. Love you. Love you, Lizette.
Love you.
Bye, everybody.
Love
Thanks for tuning in.